Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see. I think, there we go. Welcome to the NQ 5-minute breakout strategy live stream. Really appreciate you guys joining me this morning. Let's see. Let's do a quick roll call. See who's. Let me see what's going on here. Looks like the stream quality is not that good. How's it look to you guys? Does it look blurry? Or is it just me? I don't know. Anyway, trying something new today. We'll see if that kind of slows things down a little bit or not.
Order submitted. Order
Yeah, this network seems to be okay. That's all that I'm really worried about. You have no screen, no video on YouTube? Okay. Is everybody else having that same problem? Okay. All right. Let's see who's here. Trampus, good morning. First one in here, Trampus. Good morning to you. Richie, good morning to you. Joe, good morning. Mitch, how's it going? Good morning. Rich, good morning to you. Beth, hey Beth, how are you? Miguel, good morning to you. Maya, nice to see you. Good morning. Thanks for updating that, guys. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying to multi-stream to different platforms. I started doing it to Twitch as well today, so I'm streaming both to YouTube and Twitch, and then we'll progressively start doing it on Twitter and Facebook and all that, kind of like what we used to do in the past. So let's see. These notifications are going to be quite annoying, I think. So if you guys hear those, I apologize. I will try to figure out a way to get those turned off. All right. All right, let's go to the charts really quickly and see what happened during the overnight. I actually could not get myself up for the overnight session, and it's actually quite unfortunate because the way I have this thing set up is at the 3 o'clock hour. Rich, how do you get one of my hats? Actually, yes, I'm planning on doing those as a giveaway, like the hats and the shirts and stuff. And I'll have some other stuff printed, some merch and stuff. So I'll be giving those away. I know it's not much, but it's kind of cool. It's just something, kind of like as a token thank you for you guys being part of this community and the stream and supporting me in that way. And I really appreciate it because I know you guys have a lot of things that you can do with your time, and I really appreciate you spending it here with me. So going back to the chart again. So we had an overnight, let's see, we'll say the high was somewhere around here. And then the low was right here. Now at 3, let's zoom in a little bit. There's a 305 candle right here. So the market was pushing down. So I actually would have gotten in right here, short. And then this thing wicked out. And the way it turned out, it would have hit my target, I don't know, like maybe a point or two right before the bottom of this wick, and then it would have retraced. Eventually, it would have hit target, even if it didn't hit it here. And then the 4 o'clock just did not give me a long signal because it was just continuously pushing short to the downside. So would have been a trade in the morning, in the overnight. I, unfortunately, could not wake up. I fell asleep, I think at 10:30 my time, and I had to be up by 12 because I'm in the Pacific Coast time. So just could not make it. But yeah, that was a successful trade. So 1 out of 2 executed, and the second one obviously did not set up. Anyhow, so what we are looking for this morning is we're looking price to break above this area right here. So if you can kind of see this little area, well, that's really ugly, of a drawing, and it's actually not quite that, yeah, it's not quite that high. It's more like here. So we're looking to break above this area to give us a long signal. hence our breakout. And as you can see, we're coming to test these lows down here. So if we can come up to here, if it doesn't keep, going lower, then this will be our area that we need to get up to. If it keeps retracing or moving downward, then we'll have a different area to go up. Take a look at the 15-minute real quick, seeing where we're at with that. Again, that's pushing down. You can see all the indicators, all the higher time frames are pushing lower. So, which is telling us that probably this thing is going to push lower again. This thing has been selling off in the mornings and then kind of, rebouncing towards the after like the 10 o'clock hour, which is probably why we're not getting the signals. But again, you guys remember, I was doing the numbers and the short entries are not all that great. I'll rerun them again at the end of this week and kind of reevaluate and see how it would have performed last week, and see if we need to make an adjustment and maybe take shorts as well. So that is that. Let's see. We have about 3.5 minutes till the market opens. Spoke to Ben yesterday, and we're trying to put together like a webinar on some things. I've got some feedback from some other traders and some of the things that they'd like to see me do on the live stream. Like, for example, trading multiple prop firms, trade copy to them, and then how to set it up. So we'll probably do something like that. Very funny, Trumpus. For those of you guys who remember Ben, he used to do we used to do the roundtable together, and he's focusing right now on running the Discord while I'm doing this, the live stream stuff. So plus he's gotten really busy with some of the stuff that he's doing work-wise, so his time is unfortunately pretty limited, so we're trying to capitalize on it as much as we can. Yeah, I actually miss him by my side as well. It was actually really fun having him around. The dynamic was really great. It will happen again in the future, for sure. So one of the things to really watch for really quickly, guys, look at what's happening on the chart. So we hit this bottom, right? And we're putting in this reversal signal right here. If this comes back up on the 5 here and it closes somewhere between, let's say, 32 to, let's say, 40, somewhere around there, and leaves us with this really long wick, especially when it's tested down here. And if you guys remember how we were talking about, for those of you who are in the Discord, I won't go too much into it, but we had this like little chair or H pattern developing. So we are basically looking for a move out of here to the upside, because it comes down. Basically, we had the move down and it tested the low, or very close to it. This is close enough. Started to pull back, thinking that, oh, the market's going to head back up, right? Basically taking out these stops, faking everybody out, going back down into the direction of the original move, which is down, and then retesting it again when the actual, this is where the move actually happens. So if this turns around, this will be here. I'll leave this up so we can kind of see that, see if it plays out this way, or if it's going to keep going down. So I'll leave this up and just kind of what we're looking for. Yeah, so we'll definitely trying to get the those round tables and having Ben along my side here, which would be really nice. But for right now, you guys are stuck here with me, so hopefully that's okay. All right, we got 30 seconds till the market opens. Again, we are looking to get, actually now we're trying to get up to this area here. So you see how we created this low here. So now we're looking to, this now became our resistance level that we need to break out of. So we'll see if we can break out of here. And if we can break out, then go test the highs, and that should give us enough momentum to take us up to the upside. So the market just opened. It is pushing down a little bit. it is breaking and testing the low of the overnight right here, right? Which was actually, it's not really quite the overnight. The overnight low is right here. This is from yesterday. This is right after the Globex open. It basically put this low down here, and then, so let's move this here. It's a little bit cleaner here. So it is bouncing out of here. And remember the candle that we were looking for it to be. So it poked a little bit lower, and now it's putting in this reversal type candle on the 5 minute. It's trying to do the same thing on the 3, and the 1 minute it's already, kind of taken off, and it's showing us. So if this continues, and we can get up to above the 50 area right here and close above here before the 5 minute, this 5 minute candle closes, then we'll get a long signal to go long, and hopefully if it continues, we'll target somewhere up here. So remember, we said that we were anticipating this particular move, right, based on this pattern. And this is some of the stuff that we cover in the Discord in great detail, how to identify this and what to do with it. So, all right, so we are pushing up, and we are above the 50, and we'll see. Hopefully, this 78 level up here. It's interesting the way this is pinning completely here. Let's see. All right, let me put in a test order real quick just to make sure that.
Order submitted. Order canceled. Order canceled.
All right. So we've got about two and a half minutes until we until this candle opens, and we will get a signal. It's pushing down. You can see it poked up, right? So it was trying to make a higher low here, but it's failing. Yeah, Jeremy, I was going to give away the ETP copier. They're coming out with a new version, so I'm going to wait for that. They've got some features and enhancements. I'm in constant contact with the developer. So once the newer version comes out, it's going to be a pretty major release from what I understand. Then I'll give it away. There's no point in doing it now. And then I can't really talk about the new features yet, and you guys won't have access to it, so there's really no point in giving it away. So, the Discord went south. Let's see. Yeah, something happened to the Discord. We'll have to fix it later, guys. I don't know, and I'm not going to try to mess with it right now. I'm trying to, although it doesn't look like we're going to get a signal. Price is just moving away from us, and it broke the low. And here, if we look at the 1 minute, we can see, yeah, looks like we're not going to get a trade. G-Dog for sure. So if we look at the 1 minute, right, we broke the low of the London session with some pretty decent force. And remember, the sellers are definitely in control. If we look at all the higher time frames, everything is selling. So there's really no point on even trying to go against that. So it's something to always want to keep in mind. We want to go with the actual momentum. Like, I mean, if the waves are pushing us this way, there's really no point in going against it. We're 25 seconds away, and it doesn't look like it's going to get enough juice or momentum to get us up to the 250s, which is where we need to go. So we've got about 10 more seconds. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Anderson, good morning to you. Anderson, I have not. And the thing about it is just to take the trade, just to take it, is not the way I trade. I look for really high probability stuff because I want the edge to be in my favor. And just to take a trade, to say that I took a trade, is not really the way I trade. That's just the way I trade. I appreciate what you're saying, and you're right. I'm sure there's something in there. But just for this particular strategy, the way I trade it, it's just not there. But I am looking into it, and if something does show, to me that that it does, then obviously I'll start, trading it. But I want to make sure that I can prove it to myself first through testing it before I just jump into trade live. For those of you that know me, I always want to earn the right to trade live money or prop money or anything for that matter. So I have to, make sure that I thoroughly test it in a paper trade or sim environment before I risk one penny. Even though evals are cheap and all that, it still costs money, and there's no point in throwing it away if you don't have to. So thanks for the question, Anderson. I appreciate it. I hope that makes sense to you. Let's see, what else? Tanonian, good morning to you. If I didn't say good morning to you. And yep, Jeremy, you're welcome for that. And okay, yeah, Rich, G-Dog, we'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, so if that's it, I'll wait for Anderson to respond if he's going to respond to what I just said. If not, we'll just kind of call it. If anybody else has any other question, by all means, I'll stick around for a little bit. Go ahead and ask away. Yes, Anderson, that is true. And that's one of the things that I've actually talked about in the past, where you'll watch the market. It's like distance over time, right? So you'll watch the market like slowly like grind up, right? So let's say from here, if you can see my screen, I'll try to explain this. Right? So you'll slowly grind up from the 95 to 137, and it took about 20 minutes, okay? So in 20 minutes, it basically did all that, and then look how quickly it's starting to, it made this back in 15 minutes, right? This is also in pre-market, so it doesn't really count. But if you look at it, like this move down happens really, really quickly, right? And one of the things you'll notice is watch during like regular, when the New York session's open, the market will slowly grab, it will grind up, will go up like, 30, 40, 50 points. And then within a matter of 2 minutes, it'll just kill that entire move. So yeah, I've seen that happen time and time again. And that's why you always want to be really careful, especially with this strategy when you take a long, that you're not going to get smacked and then it's immediately going to, go against you. Let's see, anything else? All right, Beth. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow for sure. And yep, so that's it, guys. So that's going to wrap it up for today. Again, don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoy this content. And then also come and join us here. Every morning we do this. We try to start at around 9:15, and then we end it around this time at 9:40. If you have any comments or suggestions or anything, don't forget to put them down below. Let me put the code to the, let's see, where is let's see. I can't get this thing to turn off. It's kind of buggy on me. All right. Anyway, guys, we will see everybody back here again tomorrow. For those of you in the Discord, we'll see you in the Discord. We'll kind of try to get the Discord stream back up and running. Thanks again for joining me. Have a great rest of the day. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow.